Hello, my name's Dr. Dan Hammer, and I was asked to tell a little bit about my life and my ministry in regard to our trip coming to Nova Scotia, September 19th through the 30th. I'm 65 years old. In 1975, I had an encounter with Christ. I was a drug addict and alcoholic, and I read the cross and the switchblade, and it transformed my life, and I became a follower and disciple of Jesus Christ. I've had the privilege the last 32 and a half years to be the senior pastor at Sunrise Christian Center. That was a church I planted and started, and my son became the senior pastor this last year in January of 2019. I've now been transitioned to the senior apostolic leader of Sunrise Christian Center. I'm involved in a network that I built with many marketplace leaders, missionaries, pastors, business people, educators, different people in government positions, and we've built a network of building them up and encouraging them. I started my ministry at Westgate Chapel in Edmonds. In 1981, I became the minister of evangelism. I was in that position for almost 8 years and was involved in doing evangelism ministry and equipping the saints to do the work of the ministry. I've also been involved in Seattle Bible College for the last 35 years. I've taught there. It's a 64-year-old Bible school that's now housed by our church as a part of our church, Seattle Bible College. We've sent people all around the world, and I've been the president since 2013. I've also been involved as a vice president before that. But my real heart is to equip the saints to do the work of the ministry. I have a real passion to see people become all that God created them to become. Also building a model in our church and through our network to show a way that the fivefold ministry can be used in a local setting in a church, how you can equip people as apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers in a servant leadership, not a top-down model, but a model of building people up and equipping them to do the work of the ministry till we all come to the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. So a lot of my heart has been to really equip people and empower people, to coach people, mentor people, father people. I've been privileged to be in 35 different nations. I've had a lot of different ministry opportunities, and our real heart is really just to serve and love God. It's always a little awkward to talk about yourself, but I know some of the people in Nova Scotia wouldn't know who we are. We love Canada. We love what God's doing in Nova Scotia, and we've just come to serve. So our heart and desire when we come is to empower people, equip people to find their callings, their purpose, their gifts, and to release them into all that God has for them. That's a little bit about myself, and if you come to the meetings, you'll learn a little bit more about us. Our heart is to glorify God, to glorify Jesus Christ, His Son, in all that we do, and we're really excited about the opportunity in Nova Scotia to be with Dr. List, to be with David List, his nephew, to be with Eddie Lawrence, a dear friend of mine who pastors in Florence, Alabama. And we've come just to be an encouragement to the body and to empower you to do the works of Jesus.